everybody, it's Wendy. Welcome. Today I am going to be using this awesome stamp set. This is the Marquee stamp set from Stampin UP, and I absolutely love it. So it's one of my very favorite in the catalog, and this is the first time I'm using it, which is really sad because, like I said, it was one of my favorites. I'm inking it up with Tuxedo Memento Black ink, and I'm just going to go ahead and stamp it down. And really, I feel like with this stamp set, the possibilities are endless. You could make this any color, you could do anything you wanted to this, and it was probably going to turn out awesome because it's just such a cool set. What I decided to do with this set was kind of make it like a 1950s marquee sign. And when I saw this set the first time, I immediately thought of like old cars and drive-in movies and drive-in food places. And so I thought, you know what, I'm going to try to replicate those colors that you see in those types of signs. So I went online and I Googled 1950s marquee signs, and I found the colors that I felt like would work the best for this card. So I kind of went with a red, teal, and yellow color because I noticed in a lot of what I Googled, that was primarily what was there was like reds and blues and yellows. So I kind of tried to keep with that theme. So I've sped the video up here a little bit so that you don't have to like spend all day watching me color. But I used some really cool red colors, R24, R27, and R29. And I just filled the whole thing in with the lightest color first, and then I went back over and went around the edges with the R27, and then even closer to the edge with the R29. Now, when I first stamped this, because I did this before I did it on video with you, so when I first did it, I tried to color around all those little circles that you see because those are supposed to be lights. And it took forever. So I realized really quickly that since I'm making 10 of these cards, that I would not be able to do that. I'm making these cards for the teachers at my daughter's school. I already actually gave them the cards. They had $100 gift cards in them. And no, I did not buy $100 gift cards for all the teachers at her school. It's from the Parents Club. So we have a really awesome Parents Club, and we raise money doing fundraisers. And one of the things we use that money for is to give the teachers $100 to use in classroom supplies. So I created the card and the gift card holder that you'll see later in the video that we use to put the gift cards in. So I thought You Are Awesome was a great way to welcome them back to school with a handmade fun card. And so anyway, what I was telling you before about the lights. So I tried to color around all the lights. That just was not working. Like, it would have taken me forever to do these if I would have stuck with that. So instead, what I did is I just colored over them, and then you'll see later in the video, I went ahead and went back over the light area with a silver paint marker. And they're the ones that have the little ball inside of them. You shake them and it makes a noise. Definitely would have to be something like that that's the heavy paint, because these Copic markers will come through. So originally I had tried using a Signo gel white pen over the top of the red, and the red actually just kind of like seeped through the white and made like pink dots. So that didn't work. So you definitely have to use something strong in order to achieve the look of it being lights. And so I went with a paint marker. Okay, so for the sign part in the middle here, the You Are part, I went ahead and went with a yellow, kind of to give it the effect like it's lit up. And I really, really like how it turned out. I think it was great. This is a Y02, it's canary yellow. And then I have Y18 that I'm going to come in with on the bottom of the letters to kind of give them a gradient yellow look. And I really love Y18. It's one of my favorite yellow colors, kind of an orangey yellow. So I went ahead and added that, and you can just see it gives more dimension. I actually ended up coloring several of these just a smidge different each one. Like one of them has a gray background and stuff like that. And it was really fun. It came out great and it was fun to color a bunch of different ones of these. Okay, so I'm going to use my C3 marker here to add some shadows in to the sign behind where the, I don't know what you call that, marquee part at the top comes out. And then, of course, the darker you go, the more it makes it look like a drop shadow, and it kind of pushes that red part to the front, so it gives more of a three-dimensional feel to this card. And that was my favorite part, is adding the shadows to where it makes everything kind of pop. I contemplated adding shadows all the way around the card, or I mean, all the way around the stamped image, but I just decided not to. I wanted to keep this really clean and simple, and I really didn't want to get too complicated with my shading because I had so many of these to make. It did take me quite a bit of time to sit and color all of them. So here's that silver pen I was telling you about that's like a paint, and I just shook it real good, and then I went back over all those little dots with this pen, and it really kind of gave them a reflection and made it look like they were lights that were turned on the card. When you see it in person, it really shows up a lot better. So that is how I created the coloring part of the card. The next part is just adhering everything to the front. I cut this little white piece here is cut at 4x4, and then I cut a piece of real red cardstock at 4 1/8 by 4 1/8. And then I layered that down onto a card base that's just cut at 4 1/4 by 11. And so just went right into the center of that card base. And then on the card base, I went ahead and went back with that silver pen and added a few more of those silver dots because I just really like the way that that kind of, I don't know, to me it finished the card. It tied it all in together just to add those simple little silver dots at the top and at the bottom of this piece that I've added, and you'll see that here. Then I want to show you how I created the inside of the card. I really love how the inside turned out. I wanted this to be a gift card holder, but I didn't want it to look like a gift card holder. So what I did is I cut out a gift card holder from the gift card holder framelit set, which Stampin' Up sells. If you need like super easy way to make little envelopes, this is like the best thing in the whole world, and it holds a gift card perfectly. So I went ahead and cut it out in vellum. The trick with vellum is the score lines aren't very dark, so you have to be really careful when you're folding it, otherwise you'll fold it in the wrong place. And then once you fold it, you can just go over it with the bone folder, and it makes it darn near impossible to open back up. You could probably almost leave this closed without even using adhesive. Of course, I did use adhesive because I didn't want it falling open or the gift card falling out of it, but I'm telling you, you probably wouldn't absolutely have to. So here I'm just making sure that that top opening flap will bend out really easily, and I'm adding some fast fuse adhesive to the bottom because really that's, like I said, you really don't need a lot of adhesive on this because the vellum naturally wants to stay closed after you use the bone folder and burnish it. So then I'm just adding on the sides here, on the back of it, some adhesive, and I'm going to stick it down right into the center of the card on the inside. And now when they open it up, they'll be able to just reach in and pull out their little gift card. I went ahead and added some washi tape from the Pop of Pink washi tape just for reinforcement, and I just wanted it to look cute when they opened it. I kind of got heavy-handed here with the washi tape. I wish I wouldn't have even added the washi tape on the edges, but it ended up being fine. I mean, honestly, they're only going to care about the gift card on the inside. And then my hope is that they'll be able to actually reuse the card itself because we are not going to write in it. We're going to insert a little note. So my hope is that they'll get to be able to reuse this card to give to somebody on their own type thing. So I just went over here and added a few more sparkles and finished out this card. It was really, really fun to make, super easy, and I hope that you try your hand at it. If you don't have this stamp set and you want it, you can purchase it in my online store. I have some really awesome giveaways happening now through August 31st for anybody who purchases more than $50 from me. You get a free 4x6 sampler pack of paper, a free button sampler pack, a free sampler of ribbon, 3 free card kits, and yeah, I think that's everything. So hope you hang out and visit me again next week, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.